All right, we're back with another episode of It's That Easy. This week, we're going to talk about our NFL picks. So, as always, I got my co-host, Big Peso. What's happening, Big Peso?
What's up, Rob?
You ready to make some big pesos this week, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so we got, hey, before we start, make sure to like this video, comment on it. We'd love to see your comments about these picks, about other picks you might have, and especially if you oppose our picks. I'd love to see that, and then we see how we do over the weekend. So, and subscribe if you feel so inclined to subscribe to our videos. You'll see those. We'll put these out a couple times a week. So, all right, man, let's roll into this. So, first game, we got the Cowboys going to Las Vegas. So Cowboys coming off a bye. The Raiders lost last week to Denver 10-7
Yep.
at Denver. So, man, this is going to be an interesting game. I'm not going to lie. But if you can't tell, like, I'm already a homer as it is. So I should call this my homer pick of the week every week. But I actually think so Dallas made a couple of off week picks. They got a couple of trades, a couple of defensive guys. So I don't know how great they're going to do. We get Overshown back. We get a cornerback back. So yeah, we're going to have some good things coming up. I don't know how great they're going to do, but I will pick Dallas to cover. And unfortunately, I don't think they'll have everything squared away. So I'm going to pick the over on this one because everybody scores on us.
Yeah.
I think Dak goes over there. He has a big game with CD and Pickens, but it's unfortunate that the Raiders might have a big game as well. But yeah, I'm going
I don't
Dallas
know.
on this one. What do you got on this one?
I like Dallas, but I don't know about that total. Las Vegas last 4 games, they had a game they scored 10, and one that they got goose egged on. So
Yeah, that was good defenses. So yeah, we're not a good defense. So not yet. Give us a couple weeks.
yeah, Vegas gave up 10, 30, 31, and 10 is what all their defense did.
True.
There's just no consistency there.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, if I was going to play this, I'd be teasing that total up and playing the under.
gotcha.
But yeah, no play for me.
I hear you.
I'll be rooting you on though.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so so Tampa Bay, after their bad loss to the New England Patriots at home, goes to Buffalo, who's coming home after their bad loss on the road at Miami. So
Bad.
Oh yeah, embarrassing
Yeah.
loss. Yeah. So yeah, how do you see this one playing out at Buffalo?
I mean, both teams are 6-3. They're 9-9 against the spread, 9-9 on the over/under. Tampa Bay is 4-1 away. Buffalo's 4-1 at home.
Yep, I did see that.
Head to head, Tampa Bay has won 3 of the last 4. Um, I've actually got Tampa Bay in a teaser, but I don't know that I'd want to touch that game. With Buffalo's offense up and down, that might be worth taking, a shot at Tampa Bay there for one of your dogs.
Yeah. So yeah, not that you say that. As much as I do think Buffalo's a good team, who we saw against Miami, I don't think that's them every time, but I think Tampa Bay's been more consistent the entire year, and so because of that, if I had to pick one, I would actually take Tampa Bay. Let's say even if they lose by a field goal, right? 5.5 points is a lot of points when you play two good teams together.
Yeah.
I would pick Tampa Bay with the plus 5.5.
I
Now,
was surprised today. I saw Tom Brady on NFL on NBC,
oh yeah,
and he ranked his top 10 teams, and Buffalo wasn't in the top 10.
you were surprised or you weren't surprised?
I was surprised.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're tanking here at the end of the season. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I think you could put Josh Allen on the Browns and win some games. So,
Yeah, the Cleveland fans actually might take you up on that. So we'll
oh
see.
yeah,
All right, so we have the L.A. Chargers headed over to Jacksonville. Remember we talked about this one time, like the cross country, the
yeah,
furthest point from the west going almost to the furthest point in the east.
Yeah.
to go play. But the Chargers are 2.5-point favorites, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And then the over under is 43, which is kind of low, I guess. But and remember the Jags last week they played the Texans, and they were getting destroyed, and then they came back and almost won it at the very end. So I don't know. I don't know what Jags team. I don't think they're as consistent as we would like them to be.
No.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
First of all, the quarterback needs a haircut. That's the first thing. You got to have that dome smooth if you're going to look good for that. But no, the Chargers are 4-1 against the spread, 4-1 on the over/unders for the last 5. They're scoring between 25 and 37 every game.
Yep.
Their defense, the last 3, has only allowed 10 twice and 21 time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Chargers, let's see. Chargers offense, they're okay. 200 yards passing, 100 yards rushing per game. But Herbert gets sacked a lot, already 33 times this year.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know if the Jags sack a lot of quarterbacks. So
no, in Jacksonville, they're nursing a lot of injuries. I mean, they've got players they're going to start this week, but they were questionable even today.
Yeah.
So I think they have five significant players that have injuries. Chargers are number 8 offense versus number 23 defense in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a number 19 offense versus number 4 defense of LA.
Yep.
So they're 0-4 against the spread the last 4. Jacksonville is. I definitely teased the Chargers there for my game.
Yeah. And you know what? We've said this before. Defense travels, and I think in this case, the Charger defense will travel, and that 2.5 points. I like that. If Jacksonville was better, I would pick them in a heartbeat at home. But I would think the Chargers are going to take this one. So over under seems kind of hard to me. I mean, I would probably go the under on that one, just because I don't think Jacksonville. Well, I take it back. I don't know. We don't know who's going to show up, but I do like the Chargers.
Jacksonville's just too inconsistent.
Yeah. I mean, they
29 and 30 against Houston, Vegas, and the Chiefs. But then they scored 7 and 12 against the Rams and the Seahawks.
Right. And so if the Chargers are like the Rams or the Seahawks, you won't see a lot of offense by the Chargers. And I do think the Chargers cover that 2.5 points there.
And the Chargers are the number 4 ranked defense.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's after watching them beat up on Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Getting kind of old. All right. So we got Detroit going to Philly. Philly last week beat the Packers in Green Bay, and I'm not a Philly fan. Everybody knows I hate the Philadelphia Eagles, but I don't know if I was more disappointed in Green Bay or impressed with Philly. But they scored 10, but it's okay because you held the other team to 7. So if this is in Detroit, I would go Detroit to cover. But I'll be honest, with Philly at home. And Detroit, even though they're very explosive, I think the Philly defense is better than the Lions offense. I'm going to go Philly with 2.5 there.
Okay. A couple of things I found on this game.
Okay.
Head-to-head, the last 9 games have all gone over. 47 points was the lowest total that they scored since 2007.
Wow.
So, I got to breaking this game down a little bit. Philadelphia is probably going to play a zone defense versus Goff. Goff against the zone, he's thrown 13 touchdowns, but 10 interceptions.
Wow.
So I think Detroit's going to blitz a ton. They play a nickel defense.
Yep.
So the nickel defense is where you have 5 defensive backs. Pretty much you replace one linebacker with a defensive back. That's really great when you have fast defense, but not so great when you play an athletic quarterback like Jalen Hurts because it opens the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has played against Detroit twice, and he ran for 70 and 90.
Wow.
So props to Jalen to get the rush total this week.
And, even though Detroit runs the ball pretty well, I feel
Yeah.
like the Philly front four are actually pretty strong, and not
Right.
only will they stop the run, that with that seven, the front seven, they'll get to the quarterback with the four, and that's why I think Philly covers the 2.5.
I actually teased this total down, and I played over 34.5 is what I got it at.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and maybe it is a shootout. I don't know, but I just feel like the defense is gonna, the Philly defense will come up bigger
Well,
than the Detroit offense.
they haven't scored under 47 since 2007, so
Gotcha. Yeah, though. Yeah, but who was these? Half these guys weren't even born in 2007. I don't think.
that's
You know, so.
true. That's true.
They were in elementary school playing around.
Yeah, right.
So, all right. So last one. I like this game. I'm looking forward to watching this game.
Me too.
Seattle travels to L.A. to play the Rams. Man, both of these teams coming off of blowouts. The Seahawks destroyed the Cardinals, but
Yeah.
Rams destroyed the 49ers. So I think these guys are primed to, to have a really good game. I don't know if that's 48.5 points, good game, but I think they're going to have a really good game. What you calling this one?
Both teams are 7-2 straight up and against the spread. Seattle's 6-3 on the over/under. LA's only 4-4. The last 4 games, Seattle has covered the spread all 4 and gone over it in 3. They scored 44, 38, 27, and 20, but they gave up 22, 14, 19, and 12. Decent defense.
Yeah, yeah.
The Rams also 4-0 against the spread, but they are 1-3 to the under. They scored a lot, 42, 34, and 35.
Yep.
But they only scored 17 to Baltimore. Their defense was good. But one thing in this one, the dog has won the last 3.
Uh-huh.
And the visitor is 8-1 against the spread.
Interesting.
So I teased Seattle plus 16 points.
You're already giving away my stuff. I'm not going to pick this one because we got a new segment coming up that I'm going to talk about this game.
Okay.
So, all right, these are our picks for this week. Let's go to our new segment here. It is the reach around of the week. That's right.
Good Lord.
These are where we look at the dogs. Which dogs are going to come up big could come up big this week? And maybe you put some money on those because the dogs will pay even straight up money line pick. If you pick the dog, you can make some money. So here's where I got, we just talked about Seattle and the Rams. This is my reach around pick of the week, man. I think the Seattle Seahawks go to LA, cover that 3.5 points. And you know that both defenses are really good. Like they give up, what did we say, like 17, maybe 18 points a game?
Yeah.
So I wrote down that I was leaning toward the under on that one, but for sure I'm gonna go Seattle plus the 3.5 to cover there. What do you got?
I like it. Like I said, the dog won the last 3. The visitor is 8-1 against the spread.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I like it.
But there's another one. Go ahead.
Both of your reach arounds here.
Yep.
And if you were to pick each team to win outright, one of them is plus 150, the other's plus 175.
Oh yeah.
So a $25 bet would pay $145.
Parlayed or just individual?
Parlayed.
Yeah. So that's going to be an interesting one there. So what about the Denver? Have you looked into the Denver, Kansas City? So
I did. I was more leaning toward the under in that game than anything else.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Same.
head to head, the last 5 times they played, Denver is 4-1 against KC.
Yeah. Well,
but
and
1-4 toward the under also.
Okay. Well, this is similar to the one earlier. If this game's at KC, I'd probably pick KC. But because this game's in Denver, I think Denver's defense shows up. They put pressure on Mahomes that he really hadn't seen all season long. And so that's why I got Denver. I'm going to have Denver. I don't know if I'll go the plus 3.5. I mean, plus 3.5 is good. They can still lose by a field goal and you win that one. But I think the money line, the one that pays bigger, I might go that. So
Denver's 5-0 at home this year.
True, true. Yeah, they barely beat the Cowboys by like 30 points, so that was
That's
tough
true.
game there.
Close one.
All right. Hey, guess what? I got another segment. You want to see this one? You ready for this
Come
one?
on.
All right, man. We got Big Peso's Tickler of the week.
Oh,
You know why I call it Tickler?
what's that?
Because this is just a baby teaser right here.
Yeah, it is.
Just the beginning. So, why you sent me this one? So why don't you break these down a little bit?
Well, this one I got this one from Pat, and this was Pat's little tickler of the week. So that sounds terrible,
That does sound
but
terrible, but I like it.
yeah.
I like it.
So this is actually two separate bets. They're two teasers, and they're 7 points each. So on the first one, it's a 4-team. So you've got to pick 4 different plays to win, and you get 7 points to use on each game. So I teased the Ravens from 7.5 to a half.
And they play the Browns, so that's
Yep.
a good pick there.
The Vikings, I teased them. They were the dog. Now I teased them up to where they're getting 4.5 points.
And they're at home against the Bears. Okay.
Yeah. And the Texans, I teased them from a 6-point favorite. 6-point favorite
Yeah.
to a 1-point dog.
They're on the road in Tennessee, Tennessee's 1-8, so that's probably a good pick
Yep.
there.
And the Chargers, I also teased them from the minus to the plus. I'm getting the Chargers +4.
Right? Yeah, so the Chargers could still lose by a field goal and you still win this bet. So
Yes.
yeah.
So on those, when you pick a 4-teamer with 7 points, you get 2-1 on your money. So that's a $50 play, a 50 peso play,
50 peso. I like
and
it.
it pays back 100 pesos.
Nice. Nice.
So then I also like to play. I like to play one with the sides and one with the totals.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the bottom one is all totals.
Okay.
So I took the Ravens Browns. Their total was 39.
Yep.
I teased it down to 32 and played the over.
Okay.
The Bears Vikings was 48.5. I teased it down and played over 41.5.
I like that one because I think they do that. I think their offenses do that.
Yeah, I think JJ shows up. Lions Eagles. This one
That worries me right there. I'm not gonna
worries
lie.
me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 46.5. I teased it down to 39.5.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the Bengals Steelers 49 down to 42, and I played the over in that one also. And again, that one, a $50 50 peso bet would pay you back 100 pesos.
I like it. You know, that Cincinnati, even though Rodgers is getting really old, that one's not a bad one because Cincinnati put up 40-something points last week or 2 weeks ago against the Bears and still lost because they gave up 50 points or whatever it was. So they had 90 points between the two almost. So, yeah, this is a good one.
Flacco taxed that ass a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
True.
You know,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Aaron
He did.
Rodgers hopping around like a leprechaun, coming back and scoring. Flacco sitting on the side. He reached over and told the guy next to him, "Here, hold my beer. I'll be right back."
Oh, that was a good.
43 seconds.
Yeah, that was a good game. I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy watching Pittsburgh lose to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So
I like watching Rodgers lose, and I've always liked Flacco. So
yeah, but I'll tell you what, that Detroit Philly one, that's possible because if you watch the New England Tampa Bay game, those guys score. I'm pretty sure they scored like 21 points in the last like 5 minutes of the game. So anything can happen, right? Even though they're not even at that point, they could run over past 39. So, all right, man, I like these. So, everyone like and subscribe like we talked about to our video, please. It just helps get us out there in front of a lot more people. We love talking football. We love sharing these with everyone. We're going to put this stuff in our comments as well. So, comment on these. Comment your favorite ones. Maybe you came up with a better one that we should look at as well.
definitely.
Any closing remarks, Big Peso?
Big teaser to follow. I've got 17 teaser options that I like.
I like
I'm
it.
trying to get it down to the 4 sides and the 4 totals, and we'll throw that out there, and you can get it posted here in the next day or two.
I like it. All right, man. So we gotta come up with some like chant or something that gets us to win all these things because I need to make some money. I need to make some pesos. I got some college and stuff to pay for, so I got stuff going on. I got to do this.
And then I'm going to post some stuff on the props. There was a few props that I liked.
Okay.
I like Jalen Hurts rushing prop.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey to score touchdown, and I like Dallas Goedert to get in the end zone too.
I like it. You know what? You may want to get Jake Ferguson in there because every time the Cowboys score, they end up throwing to Jake Ferguson. So
Oh
who
yeah.
knows, man? All right, man. For Big Peso and myself, you guys have a great betting weekend, and we'll talk soon.
Let's go.
Take it easy.